Welcome to another video from EarnPed.com. I'm Stevie B. Happy to have you all with me today. Today we had something really cool happen in game. Somebody discovered the 20th anniversary event Planet Partner specific item for Next Island. That's right, here it is in all of its glory, the Sparking Unity 20th Anniversary Edition. It was discovered in the Moloch Depths instance by Justin Gamer Esposito, and the value of the item when it dropped was 79 ped. So the full TT value for this here item is 285 ped. It's got 100 damage per second. Obviously it's a sword/knife. 88% efficiency. 1397 ammo burn, 85 uses per minute, 6 meter range. Absolutely amazing weapon, absolutely amazing item, and really cool looking on top of that. So it was found in Moloch Depths, and if you read on the information page here, you'll see in paragraph 3 it talks about Neo, which is a faction on Next Island, and how Neo were formed by only the best and brightest amongst those on Next Island. So this is definitely the Next Island Planet Partner 20th anniversary item. And we know that it did drop in Moloch Depths from a Moloch Master. So here is where I am kind of having a problem. I talked to one of the official Next Island avatars in-game, and they told me that the Planet Partner items would not work the same way that the 20th anniversary event is working on Calypso. On Calypso, you just hunt anything, and you have a potential chance of getting a 20th anniversary item. And this official avatar told me specifically that it would not work that way for the Planet Partner items. The Planet Partner items would be mob specific, so you had to be hunting the right mob, not just hunting in general. So my plan was to sit back, wait for these items to drop, wait for them to be discovered, and then check out the stats, check out the mob it dropped from, and go potentially camp those mobs. However, after this drop today, I talked to a very close friend of mine who is always a very reliable source of information, and he says he also talked to a Next Island official avatar, and they said, no, that's wrong, it's not mob specific. As long as you're hunting on this planet, there is a chance that you're going to get a Planet Partner 20th anniversary item. You can only get it on this planet, however, it's not mob specific. So I've got it both ways. I've heard that it is mob specific, and I've heard that it is not mob specific. So, what is my conclusion? I have no idea. I have no earthly idea. I just don't. And unless there is a second one that drops from a different mob, or a second one that drops from the exact same mob, it's really hard to tell. Obviously, if there's a second one that drops from any other mob other than a Moloch, obviously we know that the information I got originally was incorrect and that it's not mob specific. However, if we see that these Planet Partner 20th anniversary items are dropping and the duplicates are dropping from the exact same mob as the first one, then obviously the information I got is probably more spot on than not, right? So at this point, it's just still up in there. I still can't tell you. Personally, if it was mob specific, I was hoping it was going to be something like Screecher or Desert Crawler or Great White, something that you had to hunt anyway to do the Moloch chain to get into the Moloch instance. I would think that it would be kind of weird for them to put it in a Moloch, since Molochs already have the possibility of dropping unlimited Titan armor, which is exceedingly valuable. So it would seem very odd that that would be the mob that you would pick. There's many other mobs that would have been a much better mob to pick to put it in than Moloch. So because of that, I'm kind of leaning towards it's not mob specific, because it just would not make sense to put it in Moloch when Moloch already have the Titan armor in their loot pool. It just really doesn't make a lot of sense that way. But like I said, at this point, I just still don't know. Now, the other question is there more than one, or is it unique? I don't believe it's unique because of the way that the title reads. It says default. It doesn't say unique. it says default. And a lot of times unique items will have unique in the title. Not always. It could very well be that the planet partners only get one item. So that might be the only one of its kind. That might be the only planet partner specific item for Next Island. There might not be a duplicate. However, I'm currently of the belief that there are duplicates. That they only have one item. You're not going to see a Mind Force chip and a FAP and 5 guns, and it's just going to be this Sparking Unity 20th Anniversary Edition. However, I think before it's all said and done, there will probably be a few of these Sparking Unities floating around. Could be wrong. This could be the only one there ever is. However, I just don't see that being the case. It seems much more likely that there's going to be maybe 3, 4, 5 between now and the time that the entire 20th anniversary event ends. We still don't even really know when this 20th anniversary event is going to end. We haven't really been told. They didn't really give us a date. So it could go all year round. In fact, it very well might. So I do not think it's going to be the only one to be looted. I could be totally wrong on that. Somebody literally just discovered foot guards for Protector of the Empire 20th anniversary, so congratulations to whoever that was. Let's see. It looks like Philip the Tank J. Fry discovered foot guards. Male. 20th anniversary Protector of the Empire. So congratulations, Philip Fry. And again, this goes back to the video that I made yesterday. A lot of these names that you guys hear over and over and over, they stick with you. Philip Fry, for anybody who's been in game for a while, it's a name that most people probably know. It's not one that is out there as much as like Eve or Messi, but Philip J. Fry is around quite a bit. Plus, it sticks out since he's named after a Futurama character. Futurama, great show, by the way. So, anyway, I wanted to throw that out there because it has been discovered. I think it's a really cool item. I think the Next Island team did a great job designing it. I don't know how much input they had, how much they were actually capable as far as the design functions, as far as DPS, TT value, how it actually looks. I don't know what they were allowed to do and what they weren't. But I do think it's really cool that they've been involved in this 20th anniversary thing. I think it's great that MindArc is letting the Platinum partners each have their own item to be discovered. And at this point, I just don't want to give you guys bad information. Whenever the official avatar told me it was going to be mob specific, I kind of took that as unholy writ. Now that I'm hearing that another official avatar said, no, it's not mob specific, I really don't know either way. Can't tell you. All we can do is wait for the first one to be discovered, see if it seems to be from something worth camping. If it is, possibly camp it, and then wait for the second one to drop if it ever drops. If there's none that ever drop, we know these things are unique. If there's a second one that drops, and it drops from a different mob, then we know that indeed it's not mob specific. If there's a second one that drops and it drops from the same mob, we know that it very possibly is mob specific, but still no guarantees on it. So the whole thing is just kind of a up in the air cluster, but that's how it was designed, and that is exactly what gives low-level and mid-level players a shot. The fact that we don't have all the information, the fact that we can use the game knowledge that we do have to our benefit to try and game the system. However, we don't have all the pertinent information, so no matter how much in-game knowledge you have, you're still not going to be able to perfectly game the system. Now, obviously, if you have exceedingly high-level skills, exceedingly high efficiency, exceedingly high damage per second, exceedingly high damage per peck, exceedingly high-level armor, and you're able to go hunt some of the biggest mobs in-game, and hunt them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without stopping, you're gaming the system to the best of your ability. That's how Eve managed to loot 2 items in the past 24 hours. However, without all of the information, we still can't play perfectly. And that gives an opportunity to all the other players out there. So I think it's really great. I just wanted to make a video showing off the new default Unity that was created by the Next Island development team. I think it's a really cool weapon. I'm interested to see what it goes for, and I'm interested to see what drops on Arcadia, what drops on Cyrene, what drops on Tulun. I'm interested to see if anything drops on Entropia. So I think there's a lot more to this 20th anniversary thing to go. I'm really excited to see if a duplicate drops, and if so, what it drops from and when. And then hopefully we can make decisions based on there. The more information we have, the easier it will be to work with. So I'm going to leave this one there for now. I've got more videos coming for you later this week. We will talk about cost to kill, loot value, TT value, etc. in a future video. But for now, sip, sip, smack, smack. You all know the rest. Head over to earnped.com, because when you earn, we earn. That is by far the best way you guys can help support us. Whenever you go to earnped.com, just use the links on the website to go to hideout.tv, and Hideout will automatically add earnped as a redemption option for your points. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on the videos, and use that bell icon to get notified whenever we post new content. When you do these three things, YouTube gives our videos more exposure, shows us to other people who play MMOs, PC games, and real cash economy games, and a lot of times that's the first time they've ever heard of Entropia. So you're not just helping us, because a lot of times these people end up watching the channel, they end up downloading the game, they end up becoming part of the community, part of the economy. It could be a future trading partner of yours. And we're only going to get that exposure if you guys hit that like button, if you guys hit that subscribe button, if you guys hit that bell icon. So those three very, very small clicks can make all the difference, not just for us, but for the community, for the game, and maybe even for you. It might be somebody that buys something off of you a year, 2, 3 years down the road, all because you hit those buttons. So we appreciate you helping us and helping yourself at the same time. We've got more coming for you later this week, so stay tuned. For now, sip, sip, smack, smack. Y'all know the rest. Take care, Stevies.